Good morning. Yeah, I'm driving to work, and it's such a beautiful drive. I have the beach to the right of me. I take a little longer to go to work because I want to enjoy the scenery of the beautiful Anna Maria Island. But something came up in my meditations today. As I've been in some sort of leadership pretty much for the last 35 years. At first, I wanted to become a leader because I didn't like to be told what to do, right? And then I wanted to become a leader because I wanted to protect those. I was in a sales environment that was, back in the late 80s and early 90s, sales environments were it was a bully environment, and I didn't like that. And I wanted to create a space where people can learn and grow and earn without being bullied. But when I first became a leader, I was able to tell people what to do. And later on in the military, I learned how to assign people what to do, have them repeat the assignment back to me that they understood, and move forward. And the assignment was very specific, and there was no deviation from the plan. I got into real estate, and they talk about leverage. And when I first think of leverage, I think of putting a crowbar in a jammed door and prying it open. It's not a smooth, comfortable motion when I first heard it. But as I've evolved in this industry, I understand the nuances of it. However, something came up to me this morning, and it's just like the difference between assigning people, leveraging people, telling them what to do, and then actually delegating. And to me, the word delegating is you share your vision and the vulnerabilities behind it, and your vulnerabilities about the vision, everything. And you make sure they're in alignment with that vision. And once they're in alignment with that vision, you delegate the aspects that you need to achieve that vision according to their specialty, their expertise, and their passion. Now you're like, yeah, of course. Here was the challenging part for me. Letting go of control. And I've been blessed with an amazing team in this particular office I'm working with, Keller Williams Coastal Living 3. And when I shared my vision, or the vision the owner and I came up with it for the office, obviously, they jumped all over it, and they were there. They were growth-minded, and they are growth-minded, and they believed in the vision. So here's the next challenge. Once you share your vision as a leader, and you find the team that's in alignment with it, and they embrace it with you, well, now you're being held accountable to do the high-level things to achieve that vision. And man, I remember when I was the first team leader, my market center administrator said, I'll handle outside of your office. You handle inside of your office and grow the office. And that was 5 years ago, and in the 5 years I've evolved. And I thought I understood it then, and we had some success, but I understand it to such a higher level now. This amazing team that I have has embraced what we want to do. They've taken it upon themselves. And here's what I'm finding. I share my vision, or our vision. They take their aspect of it. They take what they're passionate about and what their skill set is. And if I let go, they bring me back something that was better than my end product, what I thought the end product would be. And it's so freeing, because now it allows me and it motivates me to go to do higher level things. So Why am I sharing this? Because when I have these aha moments, when I come to these mindset shifts that allow me to show up as a better version of myself in and out of the office, because I believe, leadership is not just in your business. You have a family, you have friends. Sometimes you're in the role of a leader. Sometimes you're in the role of somebody who has to follow or be of service. But when I get a chance to show up a better version of myself, I have to share it. And the reason I share it is because, number one, it provides a level of accountability to me because I put it out there. Number two, by sharing it, it becomes part of my DNA. Try this exercise. If you learn something, share it with 10 people. And then all of a sudden, that thing you learned becomes so ingrained in your daily routine. And I also believe that spiritually, if you get these gifts and these blessings of clarity, if you want to keep them, you have to give it away. Whatever blessings you get in life, my belief is, if you want to hold on to them, you have to be able to give it away. And when I say give it away, I say you have to be able to give it to the next person so that it can help them as well. So, for those of you out there who are on a team and are feeling marginalized or feel like you don't, or you're not making a difference, let me tell you something. The stuff that's delegated to you is of vital importance to the growth of your team. And you matter. You matter in your office, in your world, in whatever capacity that you're taking on a project or an assignment or whatever's being delegated to you. And for you leaders out there, who struggle with letting go, I'm a control guy. I want to control everything. For you leaders out there that are struggling with control, when you find somebody who's in alignment with you, you can let go, allow them to grow, allow them to make mistakes, allow them to put their DNA along with your vision, and you'll be freed up to really perform higher level functions to take that vision beyond what you initially expected it to be. We have some big dreams, and we have a very big vision and a mission in my office, and we're taking it one step at a time. And I find that the more I'm able to let go of the things that keep me from having higher level conversations and impacting higher lives, the more momentum we get. It's almost like I'm freeing some things that are holding me back. And what's holding you back as a leader? Is it the fact that you're still holding on to administrative tasks? Is it the fact that you're micromanaging your people and it's taking away from you being able to do what you need to do at a higher level? So food for thought. I love having these kind of conversations. I love growing. I've learned to listen over the years of my life, and I listen to learn, and I wish that upon everybody else. So, if this is something that resonates with you on any level, let's chat. Hit me up. Love to hear from you. Have a great day.